What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Southpaw Brad here, and I thought I'd do another unboxing video. I've got it's Thanksgiving week, so and as you can see, the stack is we've got this is the one I'm tackling today. Maybe this one because I've still got these two, and there's some more stuff coming in and what have you. So I was like, why not? Let's start chipping away at some of these things and see what we got. So um let's see. And I kind of tried to pick this time slot because it doesn't appear to be a lot going on in this time slot. And I enjoy doing it. I've got a little time here where I can do these things. So I enjoy doing it. I'm thinking maybe like so it's 11:48. So I'm thinking maybe people are if you're at work, maybe you're kind of winding down, getting ready to not go to lunch or something. So you might want to get a little, you know, fudge on the time clock a little bit and take a little early break and see what I ordered, see what I got in. So um let's see. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started with this one. Now this I went back and double checked and I mentioned that I am not very good at waiting on things, and these have been sitting here for a while, and I was like, it's usually something I like. I'm a big fan of Christmas, and when you're in the comic book buying game, um, every day can be like Christmas. So that's what I enjoy about it. But I look back, this box, I ordered this on October 20th. And the rest of these, with the exception of this one, this is my most recent, but these others are in order. I think I may be able to do this box and one of these smaller ones today and not consume too much of your time. So, um, thought I would, yeah, let's see if you can help me knock some of these out. So, first, let's tackle this one. And I mentioned to you, I don't usually keep the paper stuff, but I do like. So when they package these, the box is larger than the comics, so there's some room in there. But you'll notice they put these little foam corners in there. So I've had boxes that I've just cringed. You cringe and see what's going on. We got our boy Tylox the Mighty here, just in time too. I was just giving my speech on saving your corners because when these things are shipped, the box is larger than than the comics are. So I usually save these things because I never know. I might have to I might have to send stuff off. What's up, Uzu? My homie. I hope y'all are doing well. So I hang on to these things in case I need to send off. Maybe I'm sending a stack of books that might, I might be sending it to a presser, or I might be sending them to CGC. This will be a really good way to ship stuff out and, and not have your stuff get damaged. So, guys, I mentioned I am thinking about, so I'm definitely doing this box, and then I might do this box. So we'll see. I just I'm not I can tell you by my ordering habits, in I'm not in jeopardy of running out of content based on my buying habits, my current buying habits. So um all friends here, those of you who will be watching on the rewind, we all met up. So it was Tylox and it was Uzu and Uzu's wife Nicole and myself. We met up in Charlotte and did some comic book hunting and hanging out and getting to know each other and just had a great time. So If you are in a town where there's other collectors, other people in the YouTube community or Instagram community, I encourage you, make it a point to meet up with them, because I would say in general, this is not a blanket statement by any means, but I would say in general, comic book community is pretty cool people. So I think you will thank yourself for taking the time to meet up with some other folks. So all right, let's get into this. So some of these, as you guys well know, I like to speculate on books. We had pretty lengthy conversations about it this weekend. So some of this stuff is neat, some of it's weird, some of it's, there's a whole. I I covered the gambit in a couple of these purchases here, but I'll talk a little bit about what I got, why I got it, why it's significant to me, that kind of stuff. So quickly sort. They usually shuffle these things up like crazy, so I'm gonna quickly sort these things. I think I just got like one each of some of these things. Yeah, that's easy enough. All right, cool. Well, I'm trying to keep this stuff straight in as I'm going through. So, and I've got some of these things pulled up so I can quickly reference what I got. Um, this first one is this one I would classify in the weird category. Um, Child to deal with. It's always I will say though, Uzu and Nicole, that your kids were very well behaved, and um they were just a pleasure to be around. So I commend them for putting up with us for an entire day of like doing stuff that a lot of kids maybe don't um a lot of kids maybe don't want to sit there, just stand there while their parents are looking at comics and stuff, but they were involved. So all right, this first book is going to classify as my weird book. This is Marvel Premiere number 31, and this is the first appearance of Wood God, and it's just a just kind of a. I remember seeing him back in the day, but it's just kind of a strange character and a strange, yeah, strange, just a strange character and a strange book. But this is Wood God's first appearance, the man brute called Wood God. So to go along with that, I got Marvel Premiere number 31, first appearance of Wood God. But I'm going to open this one because I want to show you. Let's be careful with this tape, man. That's always you kind of hold your breath when you're pulling these things out sometimes. So we've got first appearance of, go this way, Brad. First appearance of Wood God. This is supposed to be a Mark Jeweler insert. And I think it's supposed to be like a heavy cardstock kind of thing. Where's the center of this book? Yeah, I thought they just inserted them in the center of the book. Make sure I'm not missing this. But I was kind of under the impression that's the center. So this is not the Mark Jeweler insert that it was advertised to be. That would be problematic. So I'm glad I looked. I'm glad I didn't strictly go by the label. Now, what I'm going to do is double check this one to make sure this wasn't mislabeled or something. So I'm going to go through the chat here real quick. Great mini diggers. Yeah, they did a great job. What's up, Noel? Hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for stopping by. A comic book worm. What's going on? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I was hoping maybe this time slot might attract a couple of folks. So I'm just going through. I bought two copies of this book, First Appearance of Wood God, one of which was labeled as a Mark Jeweler insert. I bought it the quality was a little off. Yeah, this one it's not mislabeled. This is the center of this book. So the one that says Mark Jeweler insert is not, and it's probably in a condition that I would not have chosen had it not been a Mark Jeweler insert. So um I'll have to contact them and let them know. At any rate, I just thought that was a different, unique book. I don't really anticipate ever seeing Wood God, but I just thought it was kind of neat. I don't I don't always I do a fair amount of speculation, but I don't always buy stuff based on whether or not it's going to pop up in a movie. So I just thought that was a cool book. It's an old book, and it was a very reasonably priced book for its age. So got both of those, but we'll have to work on this Mark Jeweler thing. I thought I was going to share with you my first Mark Jeweler book ever. Yeah, everybody's all we got a good crowd. Good crowd in here. Up next, let's see. Now I'm sharing the significance as I go through this, so you guys can let's see. Okay, so we've got up next the Defenders number 112, and just for reference, this is all right. So this has the antagonist in this book is the Squadron Supreme. I bought this. It's the first appearance of the Power Princess, and she's been in several other teams along the way. But I just thought it was a neat character, and it being a little older book. So the series was 72, but I imagine this was like late 70s. I'm gonna guess this was late 70s. Um, so I wonder if it'll show me her affiliation, like what teams. I'm not seeing anything on that, but let's see. Okay, Squadron's team. I want to say she was involved on some other things, but anyway, it was an older book that featured a first appearance, and just if you can pick up these 60 cents isn't crazy old, but a neat book with a first appearance in it, and I like first appearances, and that's something I've always liked actually. So hey, what's going on, Damien? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, the Defenders run was cool, and it's an unheralded. They're they don't get as much attention as some of the other teams, unfortunately. So um, yes, there is. There absolutely is. I would agree. Um, in fact, we'll kind of breeze. Yeah, a lot going on. But that team, man, I mean, that's so you got Gargoyle, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Valkyrie, Beast, and the Silver Surfer. That's an interesting lineup for those guys. But yeah, I would agree. There certainly is a lot going on. Oh, very cool, man. That is very cool. Awesome. I love it when everybody knows everybody. It's fun. It's good times. So next, this is so I missed the boat on Invincibles and all that stuff. I mean, I like and I do like the show, but I started picking up. I was doing a little research on the show and started looking through, and they have the series that's a tie-in to Invincible, and this is Guarding the Globe, and this is issue number one. And in this particular issue, there are some first appearances in it, aside from being a number one issue. And I've mentioned previously that as a kid, when I collected, I liked number one issues and I liked first appearances. And I still hold some of that close to my heart because it's what I remember doing. If I saw or I won't say just first appearance, but milestone issues like issue 50 or 100, or I like those milestone issues. So in this particular issue, first appearance of Yeti, first mention of the Order, first appearance of Set, a member of the Order, and first appearance of Embrace, a member of the Order. So just thought this was kind of cool. You got Invincible on the cover there, and just thought it was an interesting book. I'm not buying Invincible number one anytime soon, so just thought that was a neat book to check out. So let's see what we got next. All right. Let's see. We've got, is that right? Let's see. I think I pulled up the wrong issue on this one, but at any rate, you guys will know what we're looking at. Black Cat Annual number one, and we've got, what is that group? I forgot their name. But any rate, there's a new group, Tiger Division. That's it. I knew it'd come back to me. It takes a little, you got to prime the pump a little bit on this 50-year-old brain to coax things out of it. That's why I try to plan ahead. So I don't know if any of you elder statesmen in the chat can relate to that, but it's a struggle for sure. Let's see, I'm gonna just kind of swing down through. But this book was super hot for a while. It was like an $18 book, so I just kind of waited for it to cool ever so slightly. Um, yeah, I agree. I like that. There's usually so I like that usually because there was something, there was going to be something special that took place in that issue, and that's what I really liked about that. So that's, I think that was my thinking when I was a child was, hey, let's I like to draw also. So a lot of those milestone issues would either have really cool covers with a lot of characters. Some of those John Byrne Fantastic Four covers with all, like, Avengers and Spider-Man and all that, or the Alpha Flight number one had a ton of those characters. So I was drawn to issues like that because I like to see all those characters together. So yeah, I absolutely agree. The milestone thing is thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan. I mean, that'll be a different live stream where I go into how a guy from South Carolina becomes a Miami Dolphins fan. So, but what's cool is my youngest nephew and my oldest nephew are both Miami Dolphins fans because I am. So Sunday afternoons, I'm usually disconnected from the computer so I can go watch football with them. So we have a good time with that stuff. But it's cool that they like them because of me. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. 78 points of articulation, man. Love looking at your Instagram channel. If you guys are not subbed up to 78 points of articulation, check it out. Really cool scenes, using action figures and setting up scenes, and there's smoke and lighting, and it's awesome. But I did win a Magneto. I won a Magneto figure in a drawing. And I will say the way you did the drawing was very interesting because it was elimination. So when you spin the wheel, whoever it landed on was eliminated. So that proves my theory. So I never win. I never win anything. So that proves my theory that I do come in last a lot. Just this time it paid off for me. So I can't wait to check it out. It's awesome. But go, yeah, you guys go check them out and or check out his their YouTube channel and our Instagram channel and Instagram page and see some of that artwork, man. It's amazing. It's really and it's obvious that you put a lot of time into it also. So yeah, man, I appreciate you stopping by and thanks for the contest and I was not able to check it out live because Invincible #1. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Everybody's friends. Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, that's what I was asking too. What's up, Empire? Thanks for stopping by, man. I was full disclosure here, man. My morning, what I did my this morning with my cup of coffee was I started back about a month ago on your channel and started watching it through. I love your spec books and I'm a big fan. In fact, I just posted this on your on the comment for one of your videos. Um I'm a big fan of that, cheap or cheaper, cheap-ish spec books. Well, and you might see some here. Either I got a good price on them or they aren't heavily speculated on yet. Always harder to remember things in That's true. That's true. Yeah, that does not help. So hey, we did beat the Jets yesterday, so we're not at the absolute bottom of the barrel, but you wait, you must be you always wear you always wear a Yankees hat. So you're either a Giants or Jets fan. I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess. Uh-oh, we've got some she's all caps and you Tylock, so you better answer. You know how she's there's a lot of power in that. She is like straight up calling you out, man. Yeah, I just commented on it. In fact, it was awesome, man. I love your speculation, and I hope you didn't take. So, well, let me do a couple books, and I'll get back to the chat. But up next, I've got this is Black Panther #3, and let's see, where's so Black Panther #3. This is the first cover appearance of the Midnight Angels. I like that cover. Their first, I have to remember where their first full appearance is, but they're members of the Dora Milaje, and I just thought that was a neat cover. So, not an expensive book to purchase, but yeah, Empire. I was checking it out, and I mentioned that that WizKid spec you had on Exterminators. There you go. Yeah, I watched your guys last night. That was tough. You better watch out, Tylocks. Yeah, that was when I got back into football. That was he was my guy for sure. That team was a lot of fun to watch. 118 Packers. Yeah, well you like the Packers and you like the Red Sox. Yeah, that's not their first appearance, Empire. There's gosh, I'd have to go back and double check, man, but you can look it up. Your spec game is on point. You definitely have the resources to look it up. Do you get all your books online or do you go to shops on Wednesdays? I usually don't go to shops on Wednesdays. I'll swing in here and there. I try to get any new books I want to get, I try to get them locally. But when I'm going back now, and I'll dig through the long boxes when I'm there, but going back, I'll go back through the most of my speculation or back issue books I buy online. Either well, eBay's kind of getting ridiculous. So I'll just scour, and my comic shop is another one I'll get some things from time to time. So um but yeah, that's let's see. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to have to call the bouncers and in the backstage there, Nicole. I didn't want to have to call the bouncers for the chat to come you know, if you were gonna take Tylox down. Um yes, that's right. Yeah, that's an expensive book, that are going certainly going up. I think that um I don't know if the price for that, like, I don't know if the first appearance equals the relevance of the team, if that makes sense. I don't know if the first appearance equal, that's a big price to pay for somebody that may not be all that involved. I mean, they could be, but that's a big sorry, that's a big price to pay for a team that may not, you know, get its due. I would rather take that $40 or $50 and spend it on something else. So all right, up next we've got Wolverine Origins, and this is cover 1B. And this is, look at this. That's some that's some Michael Turner. I'm trying to get this glare figured out. I've got glare from the screen, I've got glare from the lights, but this is the Michael Turner cover B, and this thing is just awesome. And those of you who we met in Charlotte, I went on a little Michael Turner bender this this weekend. So I bought some Michael Turner stuff that I'll be sharing this weekend when we do our haul video from our long box digging in Charlotte. So I'll share those Michael Turner books with you at that time. Up next, we've got Silver Surfer Annual number 6, and this one has been unbagged, but it's in pretty darn good shape. And this is first appearance of Legacy. So Legacy is the son of Captain Marvel and goes on to. There's a long history. If you look up, oh man, what's his name? I can check real quick. Yeah, this just says Legacy, but he goes on to have a pretty long career. He becomes Captain Marvel himself at some point, and um, he was involved in the Avengers for a while. Now it was Avengers Forever, that run. He was issue number 1 of Avengers Forever. Let's see, I can do this. Let me look this up for you real quick, if you don't mind. I think everybody's enjoying talking in the chat. Give me just a moment and I will give you a little lowdown on Legacy. Genus Vell is his name. First appearance is this book. And then you have some milestones along the way, like, okay, what does Genus Vell is legacy? His name is Legacy in this book. In Avengers Forever number 1, first cameo appearance and origin of Captain Marvel, Genus Vell. So he in cosmic form. So he becomes Captain Marvel in Avengers Forever. Let's see. First full appearance is in Avengers Forever number 2. And those books are starting to creep up a little bit. And then in the new Thunderbolts, Genus Vell becomes Photon. So first appearance of Genus Vell as Photon. So it's a neat character. I don't know, man. I mean, could this version of Captain Marvel be in the Marvels? Why not? I don't know. Possibly. Possibly could. Sorry, Tylox. Hey, you gotta just check YouTube. And what I would do is target some. In my card purchases, I always targeted rookie cards. So I would say pick some players you want to buy and target those players. Make sure you look up, if you're looking at older baseball, make sure you look up what company did the best. Was it Donruss? Was it Fleer? Was it Upper Deck? Was it Tops? Um, Probably the nicest Chipper Jones card is the one that I gave you, that Upper Deck card. High quality, glossy, thick card stock. But now those Tops and Bowman cards were so beat up and so hard to keep in good shape. Those are becoming more desirable. So just do some research on it, but I would just go the eBay route. You can do pretty well on that. Empire giving a shout out. Oh, there we go. All right, we're working deals here in the chat for Southpaw Brad. I like it. I like it. I'm with you, man. I am absolutely with you. Sleeping, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dude, your video, I think it was it posted? I know I watched it yesterday. That video was on point. I totally, even though that's a realm that I'm not involved in, I totally agree with where you're coming from. And I like the examples you used to state your point. So awesome job with that, man. I really enjoy that. And you are becoming quite the authority um in our realm here. So we appreciate you and thanks for stopping by. Just kind of breezing through here. Gosh, I really get behind when I start talking about these books. Um, gotcha. Hmm. There's some weird stuff going on with all of that. FYI, this week's FOC was all kinds of messed up for anyone who used the pull box previews page. Retail. Yeah, there's a lot of these shows that I watch, they're talking about, hey, books aren't coming in and the diamond hack and all that stuff. Good to know. Good to know. Circumstances, man. Um, I could throw this in there too. Um, I'm right now I'm envisioning you reading books, laying by the pool, um, living the dream. That's it was like it got down to freezing here in South Carolina last night. So that's yeah, so that's I hope you are enjoying it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you're coming back tomorrow, I believe you said. So thanks for stopping by those circumstances. Yes, you are welcome, sir. You're welcome. There we go. Working, see, helping each other out. This we should really be doing like a network where we're helping folks out. Yeah, man, for sure. That um quite the authority, man. Quite the authority. That's awesome. Just friends saying, "Hey, man, I like it. I like it a lot." All right. Um, Up next, I did not have this particular book, or this is a variant. Let's see, which cover is this? This is cover B. This is Kang the Conqueror number 2, cover B. I believe that was the the Moon Knight spec book. I don't know if there's anything really to that. Um, yes, for sure. Whew. I know it's tough to leave vacation, but it's always nice to get back, and I know you'll be glad to see the is it kids plural or kid, but I know you guys have someone waiting on you when you get back. So, man, that's crazy. Yes, where I'm gonna give you that designation officially now. You are the only person in Indonesia to watch Southpaw Brad's live unboxing video. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Or station. Thank you for coming by. That's good stuff there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a cool cover B. You know, it's got all the Kang, well, I guess most of the Kang variants, we'll say. But I didn't have that one. Uh two, I got a couple more. I hope you don't mind me. I'm taking breaks from showing things to chat with you guys because I value that. So um up next we've got, let's see, let me close this one. Trying to make sure I stay on top of this stuff for you guys. This is Mark Spector, Moon Knight, and this is number 4. And this is the first appearance of Midnight, a sidekick to Moon Knight who later became an enemy. It's a really cool, you know, people are still wondering like who is going to be in this Moon Knight, who's going to be the antagonist in the Moon Knight show. It would it would be really cool if it were Midnight. Um and I picked up 2 of those. Um so just covering all my bases, and those were actually not that expensive yet. So I was excited about very excited about getting that. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Well, have a safe trip, man. That's coming up quick. Yeah, and it just wrapped up, I believe. I believe we're officially done. Assuming it hasn't already taken over, it feels like a little bit of a dip in some of the Kang hype, but we've got there's a couple of books coming up that are gonna just jumpstart us again. So there's there's a reason Marvel is, I gotta think that they're connecting the books to the movies in some fashion. So they're not arbitrarily putting out things that aren't gonna have some significance. I think. So you guys can let me know what you think about that. Sweet. I will definitely keep an eye on that, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I agree, and that's what I'm banking on. So look at you. Look at you, man. And we were having a good time in here until you start throwing comments like that out here. It's all good, man. I had very high hopes for this year, but things just I think there's some front office stuff that needs to take place for the Dolphins. So 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 last book. This is Marvel. This is Reno Jones and Kid Cassidy, number 6. And I've kind of been digging these old cowboy books from Marvel. This run was this would have been early 70s, I suppose, early to mid 70s. Um, yeah, early 70s. But this is the issue 6, The Death of Kid Cassidy. So after this, it becomes Reno Jones, the Gun Hawk. So Kid Cassidy dies, there's Reno Jones, and just a cool book. I love the little, that was such a signature Marvel thing to have the bubble beside the name with the character in it. And then they've sandwiched them on either side of the logo there. And that's such a 70s Marvel thing. But yeah, I like these older cowboy books, and they're definitely gonna do something with it. So don't sleep on your Marvel cowboy books for sure. I know, man. He had to go there, man. He was stick the knife in and then twist it a little bit, you know? It's like Yeah, I believe this writing release schedule for Spidey is because they need to get to something while the movie's on. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Those are yeah, they're cool, and I've been picking up some here and there. Yeah. Well, no, the I would take the Vikings win total at this point, I believe. So you guys are definitely we beat the we were high fiving because we beat the Jets yesterday. So and I don't know if Tua is going to pan out or not. I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, man, they are really cool. I've just started picking up some here and there, and there was some speculation on Sunday nights, Lords of the Long Box. They don't do it every week, but they usually have Mikey Sutton, who's connected to the some folks who are working on MCU projects, and he said that Marvel, and Disney Plus wants to do a wants to get back into westerns. It's like, man, that would be kind of cool, old school like western stuff. But he specifically mentioned the Two Gun Kid, and as a property that they would like to do, either a show or a movie. I think it would be cool to do like a weekly Western show, kind of old school, like what my parents used to watch. I mean, that was their thing. That's what they did, was watch Western. So it's all good, man. I know. I know people are people are spitting hate and then stirring the pot. Yeah, they're planning on doing it, man, for sure. So that'll be a good one. So what the heck, man? I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this other one here, if you guys don't mind. Um, yeah, I remember when I used to just get. I have to remind myself, like Brad, Um, it's okay to order less than 20 or 30 books. You can order a lesser amount. Everything, you don't have to load it down, but I will say, my comic shop does a really good job of, man, if I order like 20 books from them, shipping's $10. It's $10. I mean, you'll pay $10 for one listing on eBay. Those the prices on eBay are ridiculous for shipping, and it's ridiculous. Um, so I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I definitely agree, Damien. I definitely agree. Um, awesome, awesome. So it would be, it's I think they're looking at things that are not being done by other. They're trying to get into things, and they say Kevin Feige's a big fan of those old westerns. And well, look at the popularity. If they want to reach mainstream non-comic folks, um, if they want to reach them, look at the popularity right now of Yellowstone. It's a cowboy show. It's kind of like for once again, I'll reach out to my elder statesman in the chat. It's a throwback to like you know, Dallas or Dynasty or those it was basically like an evening soap opera. Um so I think Marvel and Disney Plus can tap into some of that popularity that's not seen elsewhere. And it's those are that show is a bit of a soap opera, but I think if they got into like a true western and it was done right, um I've been I don't know who I would want to spearhead that effort though. I wonder if I mean I'd hate to overwork the guy, but I wonder if maybe John Favreau would be interested in handling it. I mean, he did. I think they really want to get him more involved for sure. Um, and he did a great job with the Mandalorian. So I think they want to have him like, hey, we trust. I think they trust John Favreau. I think they trust him to, to they trust him with, he's proven himself, so they can kind of lessen the reins a little bit. Gosh, I keep hitting that mic. I'll that's a rookie mistake, folks. Um, yeah, that's cool. That's really neat. May as well. Hey, why not? And there, I'll tell you, if you need a reason for me to nudge you in that direction, let me back up here. If you need a reason for if I need to plead my case here, you can get like good and up copies for I think some of the ones that I've purchased, we're talking like $6 for a good copy, up to a mid grade maybe. So it's not, it's not that expensive for what it is. Holy cow. I think I would ship these to Arkansas and take a carry on. And yeah, I'd have to oh, that's brutal, man. Well, I'm sorry for mentioning that I only paid $10 at my comic shop. That's sorry about that. That's brutal, man. Gosh, I can't even imagine. God, that is just crazy. Wow. So it's tripled plus. That's crazy. There's a lot of possibilities. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Yeah, it's got a you're right, man. It's got a real Western feel to it. Um, so why not let Favreau tackle Two Gun Kid or whoever they go with? There's some Kid Colt Outlaw. There's some really good ones. In fact, some of these characters they cross paths. Some Two Gun Kid. Um, but I want the old school westerns. I want the cowboy hat with the denim shirt with a vest or some. I want the real deal. I want the real deal thing on that. So, all right, I'm gonna get through this. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Empire, thanks for dropping by, man. Hey, hey, that's nice. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing a video of the box that was just dropped off, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you guys make a great point. So let's see. I can close this. Finding my write-ups on these things. All right, so up first in this one, I bought this is I'm if you guys maybe remember, I'm a Doctor Doom, and this is there was a there's the it's not Parliament of is it Parliament of Doom where they have all these timeline versions of Doctor Doom, and there is there's a story arc where Doom is a Kang variant. So it's just like, man, you go down this rabbit hole and it gets crazy. But in this particular issue, I believe Doom, I haven't read it yet, obviously, I just got it, but Doom takes out, let's see, does he take out Kang and Annihilus, and he becomes like Doctor Doom, the annihilating conqueror, or something like that. He basically becomes the baddest of the bad in this book. But I like the Doom cover and I like the Doom characters there, so that's the purpose of that one. Let's see. All right. Up next, we've got X Men Millennial Visions from 2000. Is that right? Yeah, 2000. Yeah, 2000. Um, this is a little difficult book to find. They've got various timeline versions of X-Men characters that we all know and love. I think Blink is one of them, and um, I'm assuming those are Sentinels and not Celestials. Like I said, I haven't opened this one yet, but kind of a cool book. It was not that expensive, and just thought I'd buy it to check it out. Sometimes as comic fans, we are um, intrigued, and the price just pushes me. As I tend to say, I don't know, that was a couple of bucks, and I was a couple dollars curious, couple dollars worth of curious to buy it and see what was going on in it. So, up next, I mentioned previously that did it again. I got to get the boom. I got to get the boom mic, because I need too much counter space right here at my desk. But this one is. I'm trying to keep up with. There you go. All right. Yeah, I've actually watched that within the last year or so. They have to. Maybe they'll smoke small cigars or something instead of cigarettes. Since you don't inhale the cigars. Oh, Damien, a man after my own heart, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's I agree 100%. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's really cool. And I've enjoyed doing those. Like I'm not on free energies level by any stretch of the imagination, but I do enjoy collecting them. And he's not just he's a any Doom cover. That's what he wants. He goes after Doom covers, period. And that's it can be an expensive one, it can be a $2 one. He wants them all. He's just raking he's raking Doom covers. And I salute him for that. So up next, we have got X-Men number 188. And I mentioned previously that I like to collect X-Men first appearances, and it can be obscure X-Men. I have no problem with that. In this particular, let's see, who did that? Chris Bachalo is the artist. Is there a different cover? I don't see a different cover artist on this one. This is the first appearance of Children of the Vault. Uh, Sangre, Serafina, Fuego, and Agua. Interesting. And I'm sure I slaughtered those. But there are, four first appearances in here. This is I like the cover. I mean, anything can go into my reasoning for picking up a particular cover. So, but I thought that one was cool. There are like four first appearance of Children of the Vault. So I picked that one up. Um, this is I picked it up and then promptly threw it down. So up next, we've got this is Astonishing X-Men number 4. This is the Joss Whedon run. And this was like the issue after the first cameo appearance of Abigail Brand. So the first cameo of Abigail Brand, who's supposedly coming in Secret Invasion. Her first cameo appearance is in issue number 3 of this run, and the first full is issue 6. So this is the first appearance of a mutant by the name of Hisako Ichiki. And Hisako Ichiki is Armor. Her alias is Armor. She's been in the New Mutants, so she's been associated with the X-Men. She's been in Sword, which is another thing I've enjoyed doing. I mentioned previously that another thing I've enjoyed doing is going back to see. So Sword, we know because of WandaVision, um, Sword is involved. They're here. They're going to be they're going to dig deeper into Sword. Um, so we know that's happening. So I thought it would be cool to speculate and kind of like, okay, who was involved in Sword? What characters were involved in Sword? And can I seek out their first appearances? And just I just thought it would be fun to, you know, have something on my list. I go digging and I'll look for things, but I thought it would be really fun to have just something I keep an eye out for if I see it. So, first appearance of Armor, she was associated with the X-Men, New Mutants, and wait, yeah, Armor, and she's a been in Shield. So the Shield had a I said Shield. One of her aliases was the Shield. She's been in Sword, excuse me. Um, so New Mutants, X-Men, Sword. And Sword had like a defense division or division, and she can actually create a armor like shield around herself. Um, so she was in the Sword's defense division. I did see that, Tylock. So, in fact, Free Energy just shared that book. He just opened it up, and yes, yes, I agree. I agree. This one, it kept eluding me a bit. I picked up three of them because they were just reasonable enough to not to pass up. I like that analogy for sure. It's if I spend a couple of bucks and it doesn't pan out, I'm not wondering how I'm going to pay the bills. So yeah. Up next, we've got Cable, and this is number 15. Picked up a couple of those, and I've picked up a couple previously. This is first appearance of Marrow, and pretty cool character. And I think she may have had some. I didn't pull that one up, but I think she had some affiliation with Sword as well. So she's been in a lot of things since this first appearance. And like I said, I like specking on um, mutants and their first appearances. And she's been in quite a few things since this. So cheap spec book. If something were to ever happen, it would be a good buy for sure. And I think it was a couple bucks, I believe. So not bad. Um, Here we are. Let's see, we're approaching the 1 hour mark. So and that's perfect timing. We're wrapping up as we speak. So up next, I picked up a few of these here recently, and this is Star Trek: The Next Generation, number one. And I am we talked about this. Circumstances was in the chat last time we talked about this. Picard is your captain. Kirk was my captain. Now, that was an old show, but there was nothing. I mean, for after the original Star Trek came out, there was nothing for a long time. So I was watching. I'm not old enough to have watched it when it was new, but it was syndicated at that time. So you're talking about a show that was done in the 60s that was syndicated in the mid to late 70s when I would have been exposed to it. And so and they were still capitalizing on all that. I mean, I think I had one of the stunners and the stun gun. I had the phaser. Excuse me. I blanked for a second. I had I had a Spock Migo. They were still putting out stuff with really no shows out. Now it would have been maybe late 70s, early 80 when they did the Star Trek movie, the first movie. So this one, Next Generation, this is your captain circumstances. Oh, Picard. Yeah. Is that what I said? Did I say Picard? Um, yeah. I think I said that. But that's yeah, and Kirk was mine. So you had mentioned that on the last chat. Yeah, I agree. I agree, comic book worm. Um, so in this particular book, did I say I think I said Picard. I can't remember, man. I remember what I had for breakfast, but so in this particular book, adapted from the television series, obviously. But in this book, first appearance of Captain Picard, first appearance of Data, first appearance of Tasha, first appearance of Yar, first appearance of Worf, and first appearance of Commander Riker. Man, that's a baller list of first appearances in this book. Um, I think if you can get it for under, I mean, I've got 3 copies. I got them all for under $10. It is, to me, that's well worth for the importance of those characters. If Picard is your captain, that's a good book to get. I think it's certainly an underappreciated, and because it's underappreciated, it's an undervalued book. So, I've been picking these up here and there when I can find them. I've only found the direct. That's what the direct looks like, and then of course on um the other version has a barcode down there. So, retail version has a barcode down there. So, but I think that's a great book to pick up for that price. If you can get it for under $10, that's a um yeah, okay. Like I said, man, I mean, I can remember what I had for breakfast, but there's blanks throughout the. All right, this is our last couple of books here, and it happens to be the same book, but this is Daredevil number 124. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 124. And this is the first appearance of Copperhead, one of Daredevil's villains. These are like Daredevil villains are really underappreciated. Um, you can get a lot of the Daredevil villains for a really good price. So I went through and was like, who were some of his guys that, I don't know, you may or may not see them, but still cool to have, 25-cent Daredevil. And it's also got there we go again, that 70s bubble on either side of the logo. Um, I just like that. And I need to go back and see who did this cover. I don't know. I knew it. It's Gil Kane. Gil Kane cover. I thought that had the angle of the face was kind of throwing me a little bit, but I thought that might be Gil Kane. I like Gil Kane. Gil Kane Spider-Man. Was it? I think Damien might have been talking about Gil Kane Spider-Man. Somebody recently was talking about it, and I was like, that's what I remember as a kid was the Gil Kane Spider-Man. And I liked it a lot. So I picked up 2 copies of that simply because it's it's an old. I guess this would have been, yeah, this is obviously 70s, issue 124, so probably mid 70s on this book. Let me see if it's on here. August of 75. So, and this was a villain, a Daredevil villain for under $10, I think. So I was like, hey, you never know, man. Maybe we'll see a Copperhead somewhere along the way. A street level villain that's who doesn't have any, maybe no powers in and of itself, but he's just a crime fighting guy who Daredevil Matt Murdock can face off with. So that's it. You guys helped me through another 2 packages. Still got these, and I can't promise there's not stuff on the way. So I'm just going to breeze through the chat before we sign off real quick. Recent movies flopping is not helping, I guess, for Star Trek. I don't know. I don't know what the cause is. I wonder if I don't know that there's I don't know if Star Wars I don't know if the Star Wars model is correct or not. Is putting out that much content the right answer? I don't know. Is putting out not enough content, which is what I would say Star Trek's doing. I mean, you've got a TV show every once in a while, but nothing yes, okay, cool. Gil Kane. Yeah, 11. Yeah, that's his version of Spider-Man was fantastic. I don't know who's right. I mean, I think yeah. We talked about so many things, Tylox. It was a you were a wonderful travel partner. I do appreciate it. So to have we talked on talked on the phone, talked online, but we have not met in person until Saturday, and we promptly hopped in the car and drove 2 hours. So it was fun. But I don't know what the best model is for that. Like, what does Star Trek need to do? I mean, do they want to be Star Wars? Do they want to have that level of I mean, if money's the driving force, I would have to think they want to have the success that Star Wars is having. So, does it mean in order to have that success, you need to be producing more content? More Is there a Star Trek comic right now? I don't know. I'm not sure, and maybe you guys can let me know, but um if there's a Star Trek comic, if there's not, maybe there needs to be one. Maybe we need, and because I mean, Star Wars is certainly putting out content. High Republic Adventures, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Doctor Aphra. I mean, there's titles galore for Star Wars. Is that what Star Trek wants to be? I don't, I'm not sure. Um, but there's, they have the show there. I think there's currently a show. Um, okay, let me catch up here because there's some important stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, does it have to be? I mean, I don't know what there is a Star Trek book and it's not selling. Um, hey man, you might need to fork out some money and get one of these popular get one of these popular writers to like, hey, we want to see what you can do. Um, and I don't mean like Tynion or Taylor or somebody else is not doing a ton of stuff right now, but maybe it's time to get a writer on it and say, hey man, we want you to see what you can do with Star Trek. And that might be a good challenge to for a writer to say, hey, yeah, I'm down with it. Let me pick the artist, somebody I trust who can do a great job. And might be cool to see. So maybe I need to take over that. I need to propose that. Maybe I'll get into the comic book business. So guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. We've had a good lively chat. Um, Great community. This again, we've got this chat is a who's who of the comic book community. I appreciate you being here. If you're not subbed to each other, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram, I encourage you to do so. Um, Look each other up and sub up everybody. Great content here. Sleepy Reader has got some really good stuff. Very knowledgeable, very informative. Um, 78 points of articulation. Check out his Instagram. Good stuff there. Um, and of course, Tylock's always, always informative and entertaining content. Um, so many people, sleeping comics, and who am I missing? Yeah, go back and sub up our people. Empire, circumstances, man. Dude, that add me on Facebook. I watched that probably 10 times in a row the other day. It was so funny. So y'all keep up the good work. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be their thing. That might be their thing. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And you guys, if you go check out 78 Points of Articulation on Instagram, you're going to, if I understand correctly, you're going to be giving away another one of those Magneto figures in the future at some point. So um, you guys go check him out and get involved in that. And yeah, I appreciate the thank you for the congratulations and thank you for putting on the giveaway. I've had more luck with comic stuff since I've been collecting comics. I've won more stuff than I have in my entire life. So I'm happy to to be a part of it. Take it easy, man. Enjoy your enjoy your time, man. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. That's my nephew, y'all. My nephew, Connor Ham here. That's my oldest nephew who is also a Dolphins fan. Shout out to Connor. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Um, Take care, all. Later, guys. Hey, until next time, I don't know, I may do a little Black Friday something or another. So you guys stay tuned. I'll be checking out your channels. And you guys take care. And if I do not see you before, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Take care. Fins up. Peace. Y'all have a good one.